Thanks everyone for coming here today to talk a little bit about how we can help charities to fundraise funds for their cause. My name is Silvia and I am the Sales and Operation Director for Follow the Camino. I've been doing this for quite a while now. I started in the company in 2012. The company is here for longer. We're here since 2007, but I joined this in 2012 and I've been here since. So very happy to walk you through the Camino. I think, organized nearly everything by now, but you know, there's probably more to come, more adventures. So how can we fundraise and connect with the Camino? This is what we're gonna talk about. So there's a little bit of adventure, there's a little bit of getting together, and I think it's a good trip to get people engaged, because there's not only the historical part or the religious part of it. Mostly we walk to Santiago, to the cathedral, because St. James was buried there. But also now in modern times, people do this for more spiritual reasons, not as religious as they used to. So this is a little bit of what we do. We use our experience to make a good Camino for you. So the whole package is to find a route of discovery that is suitable for as many people as you're gonna bring us. So your Camino planner, if it's not me, it will be somebody else, but it will talk you through your choices and whether you have a big group or a small group, or a group that wants to go in luxurious accommodation or more hostels. You know, like there are all different types of things we can do. So the first step, I suppose, is to get to know you, to get to know your cause, to get to see what that people that are interested in fundraising for you would like to do. Then the basic package, like it's not basic, but the most common one would be to walk from Sarria to Santiago, which is the last 100 kilometers, and it's the most famous and popular one. So that's normally the one we recommend for a first time, if you're going to do this for the first time. So what do we do? What's a little bit what we say here? We match cultural and fitness level to find the route. Then we will talk about the accommodation. Do we have hostels? What do we want? For sure, you want the luggage to be transported, so we can do that for you. We'll also provide you with a holiday pack, which will be at your hotel. So all the people that will travel with you will have a little box with the credential, which is the pilgrim passport. And they will have a mobile app so they can follow the track. They have luggage tags, and we also give you walking notes and vouchers so that, you know, every day you know what you have to do exactly, okay? And then, although most of you use the service of a guide, most of you, because we have worked with charities that will bring 20, 25 people, so the guide there is to support you on the ground if there's some misunderstanding with the language. Sometimes the language barrier can make situations confusing when it's, and could make it a big deal when it's not, things like this. But in any case, you have also the 24/7 on-call customer support. We're all bilingual. I speak French, Spanish, and anything I need in the case that you call us and need us. So that's that. What we will cover today is a little bit of the most popular routes, what to expect on your Camino trip, and I'm not that keen on the history, so I skip it a little bit. There's a section on the website and you can go and have a look. There have been many, many pilgrims all over the years, centuries, and these have been walked since medieval times. So there's a lot of history behind, but it will be a full presentation of that. I think what we're here for and what we want is to know what we can do for you and for your charity. So imagine you're there with the group of people that you can see here. These are all the routes you could choose from. You can choose to do some sections in France. You can choose to walk in different places in all around the Peninsula Iberica, all around Spain, and always leads to Santiago. You can do it on the bike, you can walk, and then you have like the most popular routes. Why are they the most popular routes? They're the most popular routes basically because when you walk and accomplish 100 kilometers into Santiago de Compostela, you will get your pilgrim certificate, which is basically a little title that entitles you to go directly to heaven. So all your sins you get redemption. So that's exactly why people will walk to Santiago. These routes are the English way, the original way, the French way, Via de la Plata, which is the pink one. Then you have the Portuguese way. And in the Portuguese way, you will have two variants. There is the Portuguese way coastal, and there is also the Portuguese way inland. It really depends on the landscape you prefer. I'm sorry, I said that all ways lead to Santiago, but it's not really that way. You can also walk from Santiago to Finisterre. So let's say that you have your charity this year and you make one of those last 100 kilometers, and next year you have kind of the same people again because they really like it and they want to fundraise again and blah, blah, blah. So this is another thing that they can do. They can walk from Santiago to the end of the world, which is Finisterre, okay? This is exactly what I was talking about. So again, this is the most popular route. Why? Because it's the French way. So nearly everyone on the peninsula will link that to go into Santiago. And also because some pilgrims in medieval times were coming from all over Europe. So the way in was to cross the Pyrenees, get down to Burgos, then León, Ponferrada, and then reach Santiago. So it became very, very popular, and it's really the most service in the sense that you will find loads of coffee places, hotels. This is the route where we could do, I don't know, let's say that you tell us, we want luxurious accommodation. Not in all routes they are available, but in this one, for example, as it's so well serviced, there will be. That maybe your fundraisers prefer to sleep in hostels and fundraise, and every penny that they fundraise that will go to your charity. And they want something really, really cheap because, you know, they just want really to walk the Camino, fundraise for you. So, for example, we could do hostels for them, which is a very, very low price package they will share with other people. It's a great experience as well. It's probably not what they're used to. So the whole week could be a real cool new adventure. Am I going backwards? 1 second. Yes, let's go forward. So this is me actually guiding a tour many years ago. I like to go underground sometimes because we cannot forget what we're doing. And although we're mostly here organizing everything for you, it's nice to go out and see how the clients are getting on and feel the Camino in us. This is the cathedral, so it is a really beautiful place to end your trip. you'll be passing by very small villages, and then you reach Santiago and you feel like, wow, this cathedral has been there for so long. The landscape you pass by, Galician landscape, is this, like cows, sheep, all sort of countryside kind of landscape. Same on the Portuguese way. So this is the route that comes from the Lisbon or Porto, but this is really just the last 100 kilometers, exactly in the border with Portugal. You start in the village of Tui, lovely cathedral there as well, very, very nice. And then that's your first stamp. Remember that you will give you a passport and you stamp every day. It will take you about 5 or 6 days, very hilly, but doable. Again, these last 100 kilometers, anybody can really do that. Then these are our pilgrims. This is one of our groups. Purple House is one of the charities here in Ireland, down in Bray, and they have done, I think, at least twice the Camino with us. And that's it. That's the day on the Camino. You have fun with the people that, they'll probably meet for the first time, because probably your fundraisers will come from here and there. Like your volunteers. So it's really cool. And they make new friends. They're normally find people alike, because you are the cause why they're there. So it's a very cool thing. This is the Portuguese coastal. So it's the same as the previous one, but on the coast. So you see the landscape changes a little bit. There's not much countryside. You have more walks on the side of the beach, which is really nice. Look, lovely sunsets, because you are on that side of Spain. And yeah, look, the path is well marked. Nobody will, well, they could get lost, but it's very well marked. Look at those signs. There are signs everywhere, actually. There are other routes. We can cater for any of you guys, no problem at all. You could do also the Camino Inglés, which is a little bit less known. If, for example, this is not the first time that you do the Camino, maybe you want to propose something different to your volunteers. There are all sorts of routes. The same one starting somewhere else. I think there's plenty of options to get people engaged and to fundraise. And we have this new product that we like to present to you, although before we used to do a lot of Caminos. We have for the last few years done the Camino into Rome, which is more or less the same concept. You walk the last 100 kilometers into Rome, and the same principle. You have a passport that you stamp every day, at least twice, so that they know where you started that day and where you finish. The same principle, and then you get your certificate once you complete your trip. It is maybe more appetizing because it's Rome where you end, and Rome is a very well-known capital city and probably one of the most beautiful in Europe. So maybe if you tell your volunteers that, if you're in the USA, I suppose that if you call this the way to Rome, you might get more people interested. This is something that you can bear in mind. Maybe if you say Santiago de Compostela, they will go like, where? But you have this option. I'm just saying, for people that comes from far away and maybe they don't know Santiago, they don't know the history of the Camino, this could be also a good trip for them to fundraise. The landscapes are beautiful. You're walking to Rome and then you reach Rome, and I think, as I said before, it should be named one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. I guess there's Paris, and a few more, but Rome is Rome. Same principle, little roads, sometimes walking on remote landscape, countryside, lovely food. Imagine all that pasta and, oh my God, pesto and all those sort of pizzas and so on. So look, maybe you can convince them that way. At the end of the day, all we want is to have a product that people are interested in, and that with this, they'll say, okay, look, I'm gonna go on a trip. I'm gonna raise some funds. I'll tell you, normally, a charity will fundraise per person about 2,500 euro, and then they will take some part to pay us, obviously, for the trip, but everything else goes to the charity. So the charities that we've organized, they have been really happy with the amount of money that people are able to fundraise. It's a challenge, so they can sell it like this to people that made to them. It's not just like, I don't know, I'm going for a trip. It's a challenge to the people that will come. So it's easy to say, hey, you know, and I'm also walking because I am friends with the Cancer Society or whatever it is, Dogs Aid or anything you're fundraising for. This is a little bit what we're saying, that the Camino is a fantastic option to support the fundraising goals. And the volunteers will get enthusiastic because it's a trip and it's really cool and it's a bit of a challenge as well. So they feel that they're doing an effort for you on the top of fundraising, obviously. It's accessible, it's fun, it's an adventure as well, probably for some people that have never done hiking trip before. So there's all this build up of training, all those things. So you can engage and get other people engaged to that. Like, for example, in Ireland, we organize training walks so that people who go to those charity events can train with us. So they have every, I think it's twice a month during the high season, we get out. If it's not once, it's twice a month. We get out and people get together and we go for a walk, shorter walks, obviously, but it's just to train, to people to get to know one another. It's a good time maybe to get some people to try to encourage other friends to go and fundraise for you. We have all sort of tips for you as well in how to fundraise, because we have had so many interactions with fundraisers that we can give you some tips. You just need to let us know that you're interested, and we get onto this. We can do from 5 people to 60 to, if you want to have something for individuals, we're happy to help you with that. We'll help you with marketing support. We have pictures for your marketing if you want to send flyers, or if you want to do campaigns on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever platforms you're using. We're happy with that. These are the charity that has traveled with us before. We're very proud. I think they've been successful trips. We have very good testimonials. As I say, we can give you tips from past experience of what they did and worked well, and what they didn't and they did and didn't work as well. So we can do all those things. More testimonials. I think we're gonna send you all this anyway at the end of this recording, and you can read a bit more. And this is our charity that came all the way from Australia as well. So we have friends from all over the world. And again, this is a summary of what we can do for you. Up to 70 people, you can cycle, you can walk. We can manage the payments for the volunteers per person. Like, you don't have to be collecting all that money. We have a a customer portal online, and they can just go and join the group and pay online. So we have it kind of set up for you to just be the organizer of of getting the people to know you and to get on board. We will help you with that, but everything else is kind of already made, because once you have these people, like, you'll give us their email address, we'll be in contact with them directly. They will be able to pay online and all those things. For example, if they have dietary requirements and all those things, you don't have to go like one by one. They have the portal and they can do those things, and many more things that I'm not going to tell you about, because it is true that there are loads of little things, but we have the experience to do it very smoothly and easy and nice for you. So I think that's more or less it. Exactly, look, you have it there. We have pre-departure briefings. So what we do is that once everything is set up, you will have a meeting with us. We discuss that everything is correct. Then if you want, we can even have a meeting with the whole group. That's another one we can do. Even if you need us to have a meeting with people that you don't know if you're interested, we can do that. Like your pre-sales, we can help you with your pre-sales to these people. Like we can make a presentation, tell them what they're gonna do, what you have prepared for them. If you have decided to go on the French way, we could do a presentation of it. Exactly how is the day-to-day, what are they gonna expect there? You know, more into what you have decided that they'll do. And that's very easy for us as well. And then you can choose from having a guide or not, depending on how many people you have and how much help do you think you will need on the ground. As I say, we're 24/7 with you while you're on the trail, and we're here to support you in any case. So feel free to ask as many questions now and then. I think we're getting to the end of this. I don't know, but you just see loads of happy faces there on the Plaza de Obradoiro, which is the where the cathedral lies, and it is great. I have to say that well, I've been doing this for so long that why would I not be telling you that this is a great trip? But it is indeed a great trip. People have fun. They want to come back, and when they come, they want to tell their friends that they have come. So you probably get new people to join you on these trips over and over. And then our help to you as well is that we will always give you 10% of the value of the package as a donation to the cause. And also to let you know, I named the training walks that we do. We do that and we collect €10 just to make sure that people will go, and also because we send those funds to charities that we have worked with, and that's something that we like doing as well, to give to you guys, because at the end of the day, you really need it. So I think that's all for me today. I hope you'll enjoy it. I don't know if I went too fast or too slow. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, please email us to info@followthecamino.com. So this is info@followthecamino.com. And if you want also to inquire for a quote, or simply if you want to have a chat to see if it really fits in with your needs, feel free as well. We don't charge for advice. So that's okay. Okay, thank you guys. I hope you enjoy, and talk to you again. Thanks. Bye-bye.